Hello everybody and Happy New Year's! What a decade has it been, right? I mean, I don't know about you, but mine was filled with joy and tears, love, heartbreaks, new friends, goodbyes, and yeah, failures and achievements that I never imagined even possible. But what they all had in common was that I made a clear decision in one moment and took an action to do it. So for example, it could have been answering to a text message, actually accepting to do the interview, or just putting myself out there. But yeah, I talk a lot about motivation, but I'm not really a saint myself. I do struggle as well, and I've had my share of people who don't believe in me, including myself. So to kick off the year really nicely, I will share with you 4 major reasons why I failed to reach my goals. Now, first one is not taking the goals seriously. I think you guys know this, right? My common one is dry January, and I tell my friends I will not be drinking, and about 5 days later I will have that one beer. But that's because I don't actually want to succeed. I'm like it's almost a joke with us now. So I'm sharing, haha, I failed. It only took 5 days this year. So if you look at your goals, do you have goals that you don't really actually want? If you do, just take them off the list. Second one, I pick goals that other people pressured me to do. I mean, yeah, our family means well, and sometimes, yes, you should quit smoking or drinking and so on. But is that really your goal? In my case, I remember things weren't going well in my couple. I felt miserable, but my family and friends said, hey, you're getting old, you should settle down. So I set up a goal to move in together. 6 months later, I had to make the hard decision to break my resolution and goal because he wasn't the right person for me and I wasn't the right person for him. So I felt so relieved. So really have a look at your goals. Is there something you feel like you should do because other people tell you to? Or is that a goal that you feel like this belongs to me? Okay. Third one, not having accountability partner. I love to say that I'm strong and I can do anything and I don't need anyone. But when you don't have accountability partner who's encouraging you and pushing you through and having these competitions, it's quite easy to just stop going to the gym, having the burger and so on. So have a look at online groups. Is there any online groups or anyone in your circle who wants to lose weight or get healthy or write a book even? Go to those groups and find people who can do the challenge with you, because it really is going to keep the motivation up. Fourth one, the major one. Okay. Not really committing for the goal. 2 examples. In the end of 2018, I launched my failure challenge. The failure challenge was to publish personal stories, professional stories about my personal failures, just to show you guys that it's okay to fail. We all struggle. What you see on social media, it is not the real picture, it's just a snapshot. I mean, it's causing a lot of trouble for mental health and a lot of burnouts and depression. So that's the reason why I did it. Now, I announced this everywhere on YouTube, LinkedIn, Facebook, everywhere. I was shouting it out. Even in my company, I did announcement that I was going to do it. Right? Should motivate me. Did I publish blog posts and videos every single week like I promised? I did not. I could tell you that that was because work got on the way. I was struggling mentally, physically. I was in a bad space and so on, but that's just BS, okay? Meanwhile, in the beginning of 2018, I set up another goal. I wanted to become international speaker. Now, I was very afraid of public speaking a few years ago. I was terrified. I was shaking and in tears when I had to present in front of my team members. So during the years, I took little steps to improve it. I spoke in panels, I spoke in internal conferences, and I just knew I had to take it to the next level to grow as a person. So I set up that task, and 2 months later, I was speaking in Times Square, New York, in Women in Strategy conference. Now, 2 years later, I've spoken in 3 continents, 15 different countries. I've been chairwoman, judge, panelist, and so on, and I'm loving every second of it. A lot of people do say that I'm doing it to shine, to, to increase my personal branding. Yeah, that does help branding, have to say that. But that's not the real reason why I'm doing it. My real reason, my driving force behind it, is helping people and growing myself personally. I mean, I can't even explain how amazing I feel when people come after the conference to speak to me and they say that I inspire them to make a change in their lives, that they feel good and they feel like they can finally put their ideas in practice. That's something that makes my heart sing, That's the reason I'm doing it. So what was the change between the two, the failure challenge and this one? When I set up the goal, I wrote down, I will be international speaker. Not just I'd like to be, I will be. And I also wrote my very, very strong goal, why I was going to do it, what was inspiring me to do it. Okay? So for the failure challenge, that was a great idea. I was excited about it, but I never wrote anything down. I did announce it, but I never wrote down the good reason why. So look at your goals and write your goal, I will do this because, and really put the real reason why you're doing it. How it's gonna make you feel when you're gonna achieve this goal. So, I have one question for you. Who are you going to be this year? Who do you inspire to be? I did the maybe crazy decision, but this was the first year when I actually didn't go to New Year's party. I stayed at home, and I was looking at last decade and my goals for 2020, just to wake up as the best version of myself. And I feel good. Maybe I could have met love of my life in the party, I don't know, but it just felt right. Okay. So think, what is that one decision you're gonna do? What is that one big change you're gonna do this year? Now go, write it down, and then go and do it. Because everything is possible if you just set your heart to it. Happy New Year. You're amazing.